Okay, anyway, the title was made not for you guys, because I know the audience here is very much intelligent and very much smart. It was just made for Sajad Bhai to convince him. Anyway, so here I'm just going to say something about one of my pet project, because sometimes we get to do something for our food, for our soul or something. So it is one of that type of project. So basically, I've done an iPhone application out of hobby, and that required a backend server for publishing or saving data and something on the server, and to show other people what is the records or something. So that for that reason, I developed this server. So anyway, so background, and this is my learning. I'm learning to sketch nowadays. So basically, I was bored. So I wanted to do something. I wanted to make something with the fun, with passion, with love, and something. So I was just checking out what tools are there. So let's see what are the play tools. So first is PHP. It's very much, hot, and everyone uses it. So I thought that, okay, let's forget about PHP. Let's try something different. What else is there? So I got the Java, but again, it's a little bit bulky, but my server is very much of low resource. So I was afraid. I really love to work with her, but that resource was not much. Then I have the Python. Well, she's too outsmarted me. I didn't have any interest to learn Python at this age, so I just quit it. Now I have the football left. So all of us know football. That is the C. Most of us have learned C from at the initial days of our university life or whatever. Most of our first language is C, as goes with me. So I know the language. I'm more confident with this language, so I wanted to play with it. I know this was the expression of Sajad Bhai when I talked to him that I want to talk something on C. Why? Don't you get anything else? C. Why? And he called me up at 9 p.m. and it took about 20 minutes to convince him. Okay, this I'm going to take. So I think many of you have also the same expression. Why C? Well, first of all, the reason is fun. It is purely for fun. Second of reason, it is very easy. The most easy language, the easiest language we ever learned, because it's the fast language. And last was, it's eco-friendly. Eco-friendly, it takes very low resource, and Facebook could reduce 75% of their server if they use C or C++ instead of PHP. So think about C, how much eco-friendly it is. So requirement, actually this is the game plan. What I want and the requirement. So I want something like this, that myserver.com, some port, mod equal to score, action is the function name, and that is the parameter. I want to execute something like that on my server. And the output should be like in JSON format, like score for ID 1 to 3. So in PHP, I know we can do it very easily, and many other languages. Because in PHP, we can easily call function from string and something very dynamic. But I choose C, and that is also very easy in C, believe me. So the server, as usual, it's a while loop running for ever. And first, wait for the connection from the client. It can be a browser, it can be an iPhone device, it can be anything. It can be another C application, it can be another PHP code, whatever. And run a thread to process. If you get any connection from the client, and get that data and process it. That's it, very simple. And code is also very simple. So anyway, we'll not go through the code right now. And processing the request. Say the TCP IP, we know that the data is sent from the client to the server. And in TCP packet, there is a size limitation where a packet can hardly contain this much data, but you may want to send this much data. So you have to seek that whether data is ended from the client. And it's very simple, just to query for a single character, null. So anyway, read all available data. And you can also check an overflow, that whether it is overflows your buffer or not. Very simple, like we all of us done in PHP or any other languages. Just this is the function. It's so simple. Just receive, and you will get the data. And then when you have got the data, that is the client. The client sends series of new lines. If you request connect to the server with the browser will send you series of new lines, like what is the user agent, what is the version, what is then many things. And one of those lines contains the get parameters. So get the request parameters. So server, when the browser connects to the server, your server see that these lines, the similar lines you will get. So you will first need to know which line contains the get parameter. So this line, just search for the get part and then remove the header and footer and calling dynamic function. And from that parameter, you know about the function name. So PIC, position independent code, you can Google it. It is very simple. Just you have to mention it on your compiler option. DL open, you can load the library with DL open. Very simple. DL sim, handle, and function library. Okay. Done.
Yeah, you better be done.
Okay. So first of all, I don't think there will be any need. There needs to be any questions because it's not any recommendation or it's not any full.
Buddy, I'll be the judge of that. Okay, there'll be question answer, and that really was a fun presentation.
Thank you.
Just you were making like too many jokes, and you just couldn't get to the point. And well, if any of you were wondering in the last presentation that what's Bozo the clown, so you get an idea of what it is.
Okay.
Right.
I'm proud to be Bozo in my team. No problem with that.
Okay. So, but C is like it's one of my weak spots. I really love C because one of my first jobs was with embedded programming with C, and I was very interested when you said you're gonna talk about C as a web service, and not many people do that. It's a little tough, It's PHP
People like other options, football.
Yeah, right,
football.
right. And people use some girls and stuff that you mentioned. I mean, you have to be careful because there are like people of all ages over here, and so Q&A. Who's next? Come on. Okay. Now
I
there
tell
has to
you,
be
because it's not a
something.
recommendation.
Someone should have. You just didn't get to the point. That's the problem. People didn't get what to ask. You have it?
I have one question. I need to learn sketching from you. Where are you learning sketching from?
Yes, thank you for this question because I have downloaded for last 1 week. I have downloaded about 1 gigabyte of books on sketching.
Okay.
And one of my our artist presented me a sketchbook.
Okay.
And you can come to me.
Okay, sure. I would love to.
Please.
Thanks.
And that was the question I was ready for. For many of you.
It's interesting how people have so much time to draw.
It's passion, maybe you lack some, innovation,
Yeah,
creativity.
I like to code.
Skill.
I like to code when I have the time. What? Oh yeah, you're in the Air Force.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. No more questions? No more questions. Okay. Thank you. A big hand. Come on.